Organization Committee is now going.
One, it makes sense to rezone these properties.
Presentation. I see Miss Angela Smith coming forth, and she can give us her presentation. This
Good afternoon.
state, address, and name.
Good afternoon, Angela Smith with Jones Beach Riovinsky. When Venue Parks and Arts approached our survey team about doing a subdivision for the property, I brought it to their attention that they had this mismatch in the zoning and that the best way to rectify that would be to do the rezoning, which is why we're here before you this afternoon. Staff covered the basis of that very clearly, and I'd be happy to answer questions.
Okay. Um, do we have any questions now regarding the reason why they had to deal with this unaddressed parcels over here at Glen Street, right down this? I could walk there from my house. Yes, go ahead.
I thank you, staff and Angela, for that information. I was just curious, the adjacent properties that are S1, are there any structures on those? Housing structures, are those vacant land also?
The ones to the north are all vacant in an undeveloped subdivision. Those roads obviously have never been built in that planned subdivision. They just aren't under the current ownership of VPA.
Okay, and those are, I mean, there's no access to those lots either,
There is not.
in addition to the others. And then maybe for our staff, the proposed zoning to OS, will that be part of the Rum Village Park plan?
Um,
I mean, are there plans for that back part of the,
just for the use of those properties specifically, I believe currently, this came up at the plan commission meeting. I think these are currently used for some bike trails.
okay,
Yeah, zoning staff, I apologize, isn't working with VP on the plan, but I believe that's their current use. And I think I've heard there might be some expansion of the bike path, so I think that may be happening on these parcels. But yeah, sorry, I defer to VPA on that.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
That was my memory as well as from the meeting when we were discussing that. So I concur with that. Any other questions, comments? All righty. Now we are ready to move to a public hearing. Those who'd like to speak in favor whether you're online or whether you are here in presence. Please come forth and share your name, your address, and share your thoughts.
I do not see any members of the public that wishes to speak in favor of the bill.
Okay. Those who'd like to speak in opposition of Bill 1926, whether you're here with us in present or whether you're online, could you please share your name, address, and share your thoughts?
I do not see any members of the public in person or online wishing to speak in opposition at this time.
Therefore, we will now close our public hearing and bring it back to our council members for any further questions, comments, or even those who are not on the committee, if you want to share any thoughts, or we ready for a recommendation?
I'd like to move that we send Bill 19-26 to the Committee of the Whole with a favorable recommendation.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. We have a second. And so now we ask for our clerk to please take the roll.
I would like to also acknowledge Citizen Member Stacy Oldham is online.
Oh, hi. Good to see you. I see your name there. Okay, so we have a full house. Go ahead.
Committee Member White,
Aye.
Citizen Member Stacy Oldham,
I heard a small eye,
Yes.
but
Citizen
there she-
Member Kay Farlow.
that's where I heard
Oh,
that.
that was,
I heard the eye coming from the Ellen. She's over there. She's out there.
okay.
Come on in. Come on in. I see you. Don't worry about it. That's where I heard the eye coming from. I knew I heard it.
I heard it.
I heard it too. I know I got a little sleep. Oh, Lord. Hold on a minute. We'll cut off her phone. Thank you.
Citizen Member Kay Farlow. Committee Vice Chair Thomas Morgan.
Aye.
Committee Chair Dr. Davis.
Aye.
All ayes.
Okie dokie. Cool. It won't stop. Sometimes life happens like that. All righty. So that will come for the full council with a favorable recommendation tonight. So we are now ready for Bill 2726.
Great. Good afternoon again. Mark Delastrito, zoning specialist with the City of South Bend, with offices on the 5th floor of this building. This is bill number 27-26, a petition by the owner of 604, 606, 616, 618, and 620 Scott Street to rezone these properties from Urban Neighborhood 1 to Urban Neighborhood 2. The City of South Bend currently owns these U1 properties and intends to transfer them to the Near Northwest Neighborhood Association, who will then develop 2 groups of 3 townhomes on them. A rezoning is required to allow for the townhouse building type, which is not allowed in the U1 zoning district. Although all of these parcels are now vacant, they were originally developed in the late 1800s and early 1900s with a mixture of 1 and 2 unit dwellings. On the screen is a map here from 1917 showing all of these parcels as they were originally developed. These homes all remained until at least 1972, looking at aerial imagery, after which they were demolished separately until they were all gone by 2022. And on the screen is a view of all the parcels as they currently exist. The 2019 Near Northwest Neighborhood Plan does call for these parcels to remain as U1. However, there is already U2 surrounding these properties to the south and the east. They're a short distance from both Portage Avenue and Lincoln Way West, 2 major corridors, and the increase in potential development intensity from U1 to U2 is very minimal. Therefore, in general, a rezoning from U1 to U2 makes sense in this instance. The proposed development, which is also shown here, again, those 2 groups of 3 townhomes, would also fit contextually within the neighborhood in terms of scale and design. This petition comes to you with a favorable recommendation from the Plan Commission.
Okay. All righty. Presentation, yes. Welcome aboard.
Hi,
You know the drill.
everybody. Kathy Schuth, Executive Director, Near Northwest Neighborhood. I don't have a lot to add to that presentation. This has been a collaboration with the City of South Bend. This land is currently owned by the City of South Bend, the Redevelopment Commission, and we've requested that it be transferred to the NNN, sold to the NNN for this development proposed. pending a positive kind of application to some Federal Home Loan Bank of Indianapolis funds, which we would apply for. We apply for this June, and we would get an announcement in November regarding that. Regardless, we all feel that this rezoning would be an appropriate situation for this land. In this case, going from U1 to U2 would allow it things more like townhouses, attached dwellings, or duplexes by right. And I think we would be interested in our current agreement with the city is that we would have 2 years to apply for that funding before our agreement for transfer would go away. But otherwise, I know that the city showed very strong interest in the rezoning regardless. Happy to answer any questions.
Yes, like we shared in the South Bend plan, you were saying that, pending favorable recommendation, your time frame to get everything up would be about a couple of years. Could you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Absolutely. Yeah, the funding that we're going for, like I said, would be announced in November. If it's positive, we're going to be ready to go to start building next spring, 2027, and we would anticipate it depends on if the contractor would like to phase it within 2 years. If not, I would anticipate it'd be done in 2028.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions right now? I'm here, right? Go ahead, Vice Chair.
Thank you so much, staff and Kathy. Kathy, this isn't the first of townhomes that you all have built, is it?
I would
Isn't
say
there another?
kind of there's sort of a yes and no
Yeah.
answer to that. We've done a series of duplexes at this point,
Okay.
and they're set up like side by side townhouses.
Okay.
This essentially is a side by side by side townhouse.
Yeah.
So it's officially a triplex, but we're just doing two buildings, which would be 3 units each. We're going to sell each unit individually to a low moderate income family as a kind of a for sale single family townhouse.
Okay. Two townhomes in that there's a wall shared.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And then just curious, were there any concerns from the the other neighbors in the area?
No, we've received nothing but positive comments so far.
Great. Thanks so much. I think it's really exciting to see more dense housing in your neighborhood, and NNN has done such a great job.
Thank you.
Hey, anything, President Jolie?
Yes.
Right
I would just like to say, with this being built, this is first time you kind of doing the triplex, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. How is it going with the quadplex that you guys built?
Yeah, I know that these are all kind of new types that we're feeling out, and we're proud of the fourplex, which was not townhomes, but 2 units on the ground floor and 2 on the top floor. And as a rental, it's going very well. Those have been very attractive units to renters, and we haven't had a lot of turnover. We had one person move out of town, and so that unit opened up, but they're going very well, and we would like to build more of those in the future. Our incentive for looking at this type of product is to try to reduce construction costs by having some of the shared walls, so we know that the density is appropriate for the neighborhood. In a sense, we try the design, as you can see. I mean, it would look like a very large house, but it's sort of like designed to look like a large house and be contextual in an area of the neighborhood that has a lot of space. Actually, these are very deep. These are deeper lots on Scott Street than there are in other places in the neighborhood. So a similar kind of vibe as far as the architectural styles to the quadplex, except in this case, these will really be 3 distinct homes meant to sort of look like a cohesive whole.
And how important has it been? And this is part of the pre-approved plans, correct?
These are not. These are units
not.
that I actually designed.
Oh, okay.
I know I don't mean to sound in any particular way, but these are.
No. I thought it was the pre-approved plans, and I was like, threeplex.
Mhm. Toot your horn.
Thank you.
I'm telling you. Okay, good. Thank you. Any other questions on this side? Go for it.
I think it's for you. So I drove by there. And so I just want to clarify that all those addresses are going to be like one lot? Is it all these are going on one?
I don't know if you can pull back up.
I'm not
Oh,
a
I guess
good
you can see
map
it
person.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
that's
go.
a really good one.
No, go back. Go
You want to see
where
that?
you see the grass.
Yeah.
everything is going on that lot, that triplex or,
That's correct. So that's two separate sites. Each of those sites is multiple lots currently.
okay.
And we will be re-subdividing such that it's kind of three individual lots on each of those sites. Does that follow?
I was,
If you go back to you can see here in plan what we're proposing, how they get
right,
divided and how they situate currently, and especially the northernmost lot. I'm not exactly sure why it was subdivided that way. I was actually just having a conversation with Angela Smith about how the city used to have a lot of homes that were built facing alleys.
okay,
And you could see that one of these lots is divided into three between the
Yeah.
street and the alley.
okay,
And so that's actually, we'll be using those 5 lots to create 3 lots, and the other one will take 2 lots to create 3 lots.
okay. And these are for sale, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, is it 80% AMI and lower?
Yeah, exactly right. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm very happy. My church is in that area just
Mm.
around the corner and, more, hopefully more children can
Let's-
have vacation Bible school and everything.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Cool. All right, go ahead. One of our citizens. Go ahead. Your mic's not on.
Okay, there it is.
There it
There
is.
was 2 questions that came up with a similar build last time, so I just wanted to double check. Parking was one, and then the other one is as we build housing that is all connected and combined. I think of the condos, right? And very popular in Indianapolis, but when it comes to an agreement that's in place on who keeps the grounds, is there a fund like an HOA that's going to monitor and oversee? Because hopefully it doesn't happen, but I can anticipate conflict with ownership, with shared grounds and properties. Have you guys
Well,
addressed that?
I'll answer parking first, and that there is street parking in front, but also you might be able to see on the site plan as designed is that we also anticipate parking off the alley and providing, like a parking pad to each
Yep, that makes
unit.
sense.
If we can afford it, we show them there, and if we can afford it, we'll build at least a single car garage for each unit. And then regarding the rest, these won't be shared yards. Each of those kind of horizontal bands will be a distinct and separate yard, so they could treat it, they could fence
Okay.
it, they could treat it. And again, if it stays in the budget, we plan to fence in the backyard, so that's very clear as
Mhm.
far as ownership. And then the piece that I need to do a little more research on is if we need any particular agreements about the party wall. And that's new for me. So as far as, like roof maintenance and things like that, where there's a
Mhm.
party wall.
Yep, that makes sense. Thank you for saying that and considering those other, like the roofs, right?
Mhm.
That's gonna be a big
Mhm.
deal. When the roof needs to be replaced, who's paying?
Exactly right. We I
Okay.
tried to set up the design that other things were more clear as far as, siding and porches and that kind of maintenance, but I know
Yeah.
that a roof would be a question.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. All right, at this time, we will now move to our public hearing. Those who would like to speak in favor of this bill, please share your name and address, whether you're here in our facilities or if you're online.
At this time, I do not see any members of the public wishing to speak in person or online.
Okay.
Um,
And those
in
who like,
favor. I don't see anyone wishing to speak in favor.
gotcha. Those who like to speak in opposition, could you please do likewise?
I do not see any members of the public in person or online wishing to speak in opposition.
Therefore, we will close the public hearing and we'll come back to the committee or members of the council for any final comments or in the committee for any recommendations.
I'll move that we send Bill 27-26 to the Committee of the Whole with a favorable recommendation.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Can we please take our roll?
Committee Member White,
Aye.
Citizen Member Stacy Odom,
Aye.
Citizen Member Kay Farlow,
Aye.
Committee Vice Chair Thomas Morgan,
Aye.
Committee Chair Dr. Dave.
Aye.
All ayes.
Thank you so much. And right before, we would like to welcome Dr. Heidi Bidinger. We may be on our committee. We don't know yet, but if you are, we welcome you. And I'm glad to have you here. And we apologize to Ms. White for going over for 5 minutes. Thank you. We are concluded.
Oh, shoot. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the Residential Neighborhood Committee and to call that our committee to order. We do have our citizens members present, and I would like for them to come and take the 2 chairs that are before them. At this time, I will call the meeting to order, and I would ask our city clerk to do roll call. And she may have some comments that she would like to share as well.
Committee Member McBride,
Present.
Committee Member Bolden Simpson,
Present.
Committee Member Good Rogers,
Present.
Citizen Member Angela Smith,
Present.
Citizen Member Jesse Whitaker, Committee Vice Chair Niskoski,
Present.
Committee Chair White.
Present.
All members present.
Thank you so much. Prior to asking our petitioner to come to the podium to state his name and address, I'm going to ask our attorney to make some comments in regards to the action that is before us, but also what we can share and talk in regards to accepting the complete final report. Attorney Palmer.
Thank you, Chair White. This resolution that's before the committee deals only with presenting the report to the full council and having the council have a presentation on the full report on June 8th. This resolution has nothing to do with the contents of the report itself or the recommendations. So we would ask you to please limit your public comments to the contents of this resolution itself and refrain from commenting on the contents of the report until after it's been presented to the council on June 8th. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Palmer. Now we'll have our presenter, Council President Lee.
Good evening, everyone on the council. It's great to be here today. It's different being on this side of the microphone. But today what we're considering is a resolution that will allow the Repertory Justice Commission to present their findings to the council. As you know, the Repertory Justice Commission has completed and released a final report. The report has not yet been formally presented to the council. This proposed resolution acknowledges the completion of the report and invites the commission to make a formal presentation to the Common Council under the agenda item special business at our upcoming council meeting on June 8th. And although although the aspects of this report fall within the purview of other outstanding committees, however, since the resolution creating the commission came out of the Residential Neighborhood Committee, that's why we're requesting that the resolution be heard in this committee, the resolution be heard from this committee only for the purpose of presenting to the report to the council. And as you all know, back in September of 2023, September 25th, Council President Sharon McBride passed a resolution 505323 announcing the formation of a Repertory Justice Commission to study various aspects of repertory justice in South Bend. And part of the resolution was that they would be independent of the council and would select their own chairpersons, determine their own direction in the discussion of repertory justice in South Bend and related matters. Various community leaders and stakeholders were part of this commission, and now they have finished their research and they're bringing it and we want to bring it before the council. The commission recently completed an assigned mission by submitting final report consisting of 138 pages detailing the history of racial discrimination in South Bend and identifying possible remedies by individual subcommittees addressing employment, economic opportunity, wealth gap, housing, education, health, and mental health. So as the Common Council, we're excited that all of this hard work that's gone in for the last 2.5 years, now we want to have them be able to come and present to the council. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Seeing none. Again, just a reminder that Bill 26-15, the resolution is just acknowledging the completion of the final report of the commission and inviting the commission to come before the council to make a formal presentation to the Common Council at our upcoming meeting, which is going to be June the 8th, 2026. We can move towards the public if there anyone present wishing to make any comments in regards to acknowledging and accepting the final report. And I'll just turn it over to our clerk to see if there's anyone wanting to make any comments in regards to accepting the report, the final completed. Report.
I see Councilmember McBride.
Mhm.
Thank you, Clerk Torado, President Lee, and also Chair White. I am excited to hear that the final report has been given the assignment by the council for the Repertory Justice Commission to meet has been completed and that they are ready to submit they have submitted their findings, but they're ready to present as the ordinance outlines. So I am grateful for the work that they have put in and interesting read that we have, and excited to know when they come forward and continuing to see how we can move forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else?
I do not see anyone additional or any council members wishing to speak.
Okay. King. Thanks. Councilwoman,
Yeah.
Bolden Simpson?
Thank you. One thing I'm struggling to hear today. So if somebody,
Okay, no
if you,
problem.
I don't know what's wrong with my hearing aids, but so if you can't, okay, if y'all would just go a little closer. My comment is I'm very glad we've come to this point. And very grateful for the hard work that the commission did. I attended a couple of meetings and gave some input, and it reads like a novel. So I'm very excited for June 8th, and it's time to tackle the problem.
Thank you. Any other comment?
I have a question. So I would like to know, do we have to make a motion to send this to the full council with an unfavorable, with no recommendation until after it's been heard, or what do we have to do here?
Yeah, we would have to have someone to make a motion to accept the resolution or to not, and that will come from members of the residential committee. I just want to make sure everyone had opportunity this time, because if not, we move directly to asking for a recommendation regarding the ordinance that's before us. If I'm not, and that's only to accept the final report and to move forward.
Chair, I may have missed it, but did we have the public hearing?
Yeah, I think I did open it for anybody from the public. If not, I'll go right back to the public, because I thought we did have someone from the public that spoke. That's the question.
We
So
do
Clerk
not have any
Jones,
members
I
of the
mean,
public
Clerk
to speak.
Torado, would you see if there's anyone in the public wishing to speak in favor or in opposition?
If there's anyone at this time that would like to speak under public hearing portion, Please either put your name and information in the chat, or you can come up to the podium. At this time, I do not see anyone from the public wishing to speak in favor or in opposition.
Thank you. And I would like to also extend my sincere appreciation to each member of the commission. Again, 3 years ago, the commission was established with a significant charge, and the depth of research and community engagement reflected in this final report is outstanding. So at this time, are there any comments coming from council members or committee members? We have completed the public hearing portion. If not, I would like to entertain a motion from the committee members regarding Bill 26-52.
I'll make a motion to send Bill 26-15 to the full council with a favorable recommendation.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and it's been seconded. Clerk Toronto, would you please call the roll?
Committee Member McBride,
Aye.
Committee Member Bolden Simpson,
Aye, let's send it forward.
Committee Member Good Rogers,
Aye.
Citizen Member Angela Smith,
Aye.
Citizen Member Jesse Whitaker,
Aye.
Committee Vice Chair Nisgowsky,
Aye.
Committee Chair White.
Aye.
All ayes.
Bill 26-15 will be sent to the council with a favorable recommendation. I thank everyone, and our residential neighborhood committee stands adjourned.